take you step by step, so keep watching to achieve this look. So what would you call this look that we're doing today, Raquel?
This is more of like a bronzy. We're definitely going to do some plums and I think cranberry colors.
Okay.
You know, you have a lot of golden tones in your skin, and I think like purples and pinks, nudes, cranberry colors look really good against your skin. I'm grabbing literally a shadow. This one's called Embark. I don't always just use the typical brow products that are out in the market. Sometimes I use a shadow, sometimes I use bronzer, whatever, you know. Everybody has different colors in their hair, so I always like to do a few of the shades that are in there just to break it up, and then your eyebrow doesn't look like too dark or, you know. So now I'm going to prime her lid, and I'm grabbing a flesh toned shadow base. Now I'm going to come in with the shadows, and I'm starting on the outer corner of the eye, blending in. And this is just a nice round tip brush. This is, I believe, the 217 from MAC. It's really popular. Alright, so now we're going to do another shadow. And now I am cutting her crease. Whenever I work with pigments, I like to put them on the back of my hand so that you're not getting it so much on the skin, because then it tends to fall right away. And I'm also bringing it close to her lash line, because, open up for me, when she opens, and it creates a nice little smoky background for the rest of the eyes. Now I'm going to come in with a little bit more precise brush, and this one's a pencil tapered brush. It's very popular for the under eye area. So now I'm using Cheeky, and this is a little bit more of a purpley-ish burgundy color. We're just using a lot of, like I said, plums, cranberries, red browns, and I'm still depositing the color in the outer part of the eye because we want to create a nice almond smoky eye. So now I'm going to do a little bit of mascara, and I'm just going to wiggle from the root up. Now we're going to do individuals, and I'm starting with the mediums, and I'm just going to pretty much place them wherever there's any gaps in her natural lash line. So I'm going to cut her crease now. I'm using a very precise pencil brush. It's very, very small, and I'm going to just go into the crease and just start cutting it. So I'm about to line her lash line. We've already lined this eye, and I'm going to use a very basic, just liquid eyeliner. I'm going to put it in the back of my hand. Now we're going to get into concealer, and I'm using one of my moisture concealers. This one's NW15 in Max Moisture Cover. I'm going to highlight the key points.
this is like one of the most important parts.
Oh yeah, concealer is so crucial. This brings out your blush, it brings out your lip, it brings out your shadow, it brings out your cheekbones, your face, your man.
Oh, you mean I don't wake up like this?
Nope. Only I do. So now I'm going to do her foundation, and I'm starting at her neck. I've already done some. This is Face and Body from MAC, my favorite foundation. It's just really nice and dewy. And you always want to put some on the neck because it connects the skin. This is one of my favorite bronzers. This is from Iman.
I love how this looks right now though.
Do bronzy and...
I love it.
Now I'm just contouring her a little bit. And we are bringing in the bridge of the nose.
Coming together.
Yes, now we have Golden Goddess happening over here. It's a second to none luminous foundation.
I miss my dog. Random. Sorry. I miss him. Does it look good?
Yes, now we're going to contour a little bit more. And now I'm using Comfort.
Yes.
Now we're using Comfort from MAC. This is a limited edition, so if you can't find it, I'm so sorry to be using something that is not out there. Now I'm going to highlight, and we're going to use a sponge for this. We're going to use one of my favorite powders, and I'm actually setting the foundation. I actually work a little different. A lot of people set their foundation right after they do it. I don't. I do it after. And I'm using Van Nuys powder, and this actually helps to highlight as well. And I'm going to go right under where I just contoured.
When I think about you, my feelings can't explain.
Sexy.
I know, this is so
I'm
attractive.
sexy and I know it.
Isn't this attractive? Definitely land a late with
This is it.
a late night.
It wants to be my New Year's Eve kiss.
Okay, and actually we're going to let this cook for a little bit. But I'm going to do a little bit of blush on her, and I'm going to do a peachy blush. But I'm going to use at least 4 or 5 different colors. I never just do one blush.
I look like I have like a white beard.
Yeah. 5 o'clock shadow. You look like Santa Claus right now.
Santa Claus.
We're going to do your lips, and I think we're pretty much done here. You know, this is actually a really good way of making pouty, as I'm going to show you right now. We're going to do craft. What I'm going to do with craft is, I'm going to grab this is a darker brownish color.
Love it.
Yeah, it's going to create a nice little pout. You do the darker color in the outer parts of the lip, like so, and then same thing, both sides.
This is to create pouty lip, right?
Correct, yeah, this creates a more, if you have small lips, this is a great effect. You know, you can also overline, and that does the same effect, but to create a more rounded shape is what it do. Then I'm going to grab Beach Pound, and people are going to hate me out there as well because this is a limited edition. Grabbing Sandy B, I'm sorry, Shy Girl and Cream Sheen from
Shy
MAC.
Girl, I use that one. Do you use that one too?
This is one of my favorite nudes. I love it because it's frosty and it has sparkle. So for the pouty effect, it's perfect. Alright, so now I'm doing glow, and I pretty much just placed, this is one of my favorite glows. This is from Victoria's Secret, and it's in Star. And I just place it on the tip of the cheekbone, a little bit on the nose, and just a little bit on the bottom of the chin. So we're pretty much done. This is the complete look, and this is obviously more of a smoky, sultry look. Somewhere you can do, you know, for fun.
More nighttime. This is not my daytime look, obviously. This is more nighttime, sultry, sexy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.